I see already in the chat that Warren has a question. So
Warren Corpus, god of gators. The guy is like a freaking institution.
Whoa, Ron, yeah, you're the distinguished alumnus. What are we talking about here? I'm looking at your desk back there, and you've got so many accolades and awards back there.
This is my favorite one, though. Look,
what is your favorite one? Well, your most treasured one. What is that?
Distinguished alumnus. That's my right there in the front of my desk.
All right. So my serious question is, Ron, we know your fame is worldwide. Your South Florida loves you because you're related to Zoo Miami, but you're also a world-renowned photographer, a Nikon ambassador. You travel the world in safaris, photo shoots. You got this documentary coming out. But what's weird is one of your biggest fan bases is not involved in all this. It's a stupid radio show, right? A radio show.
You wouldn't call it stupid, Warren.
Well, I know I'm wearing the gear, but I want to know, like, and they're a big part of your endowment. How did you get involved with a crazy radio show, and how do you manage the dichotomy of all your serious stuff and this band of idiots?
I got to tell you something. Warren's talking about the Dan Le Batard show. Dan Le Batard, world-renowned columnist. He's an incredible sports guy, and it's basically a sports show. But guys, one of the lessons I learned a long time ago is you got to have an open mind. We can preach to the choir all that we want. Dan has given me a platform where I'm appealing to a huge audience of basically sports fanatics, but I'm getting them to care about wildlife. We talk about the endowment. The endowment provides a scholarship every year to the University of Florida for a person in wildlife ecology and conservation. But that audience has provided me with close to $1 million in money and donations just from hearing me tell these types of stories on that radio show. The Gator Nation is a huge nation. There are a lot of people in the Gator Nation who are Le Batard listeners. It's a huge way to branch out. We shouldn't pigeonhole ourselves into these, preaching to the choir scenarios where, I go and I speak to just University of Florida wildlife students. No, I want to speak to the theater students. I want to speak to the English students. I want to speak to all of them because you never know when you can plant a seed in somebody. And the Le Batard show is one of the greatest springboards that I have to reach people around the world. I got emails from Japan, Australia, Europe, from people who listen to that show. So if there's a lesson to be learned there is that, listen, don't ever think you're above anything, guys. Learn to laugh at yourself. I see right back there in the back of Warren, he says to look at me, Louie. That's the big joke I get all the time. If I'm talking about doing a documentary or something, I'll say, oh, there's Ron. Look at me, Louie. Look at me, Louie. And you know what? Take it and smile and say, listen, if looking at me is going to make you care about wildlife, then do it, guys. Don't take things so personally. Life is too short to not enjoy it. Laugh at yourself, laugh with others, and realize you're really no better than anybody else, but also realize nobody's better than you either. We're all on the same plane. We just got to exchange ideas and have fun. So Warren, like I said, you're almost a parody of yourself, man. You're just a piece of work. You are just, I'm telling you, if they had to make a gator statue, it should be of you because you are everything the gators should be, man. You're a wild animal and I love you.
All right. Same to you, brother.
Warren is definitely, as I said, a force of nature.